this point. They'll be really hoping that Ray Horrison can get back on her feet and finish this game, which she has now. Just waiting to see how many minutes Keilor Park have to get this goal. Official playing with that subs board. How many minutes? This will be crucial. 7 minutes. 7 minutes of second half stoppage time. There is still plenty of time for Keilor Park to get this goal.
They'll certainly throw the numbers forward now. They'll have to.
What can Keilor Park do? Can they get this late equaliser?
The problem with a park this size is that you think players are they're closer than you think. And the long passes is not boding well for Keilor Park. They have to stay close together, make the combinations nice and soft. You have to make the runs in order to attract pressure away from the ball as much as possible.
There's that switch of play that Mr. Barbieri just talked about. Hasn't she made a difference if she's come on? Just that experience. That class is permanent for someone like her. She's played against the best in the world in her career. She's on the ball again, but Preston doing an admirable job of getting red shirts around the ball, getting numbers around the ball. Here's perhaps an opening late. Just get out. Playing it forward. Here's the run, but Malloy does well to clear it away. It was Henderson who was putting on the pressure. And Preston who have won the throw, and that's a big call in their favour. Have the chance to take a few more seconds off the clock, but again, still plenty of time for Keilor Park if they can convert. Throw up the line for Preston. Looney, twisting, has the ball taken away though, which allows Keilor Park a chance. Lovely ball through for Jackson. Devon Jackson into the penalty area, the shot across the face. Ray Horrison's done well to claim. Percy looking to play in. Substitute here. Filipovic has the ball taken away. There was some consternation earlier from the Preston bench. Apologies, that's Detella on that far side, but wasn't able to keep the ball. Erica Detella, the substitute. Jackson. Keilor Park trying to force the issue late. Carriage. Centering ball too close to the keeper. A little bobble from her. Got there in the end. She looks to be completely recovered from that earlier knock. Now will be to try and keep the ball for as long as possible or fashion a clear-cut chance, one of the two. And it's turned out to be a fantastic outcome for Preston because they've won the throw high up the pitch after the work from Medwin. Only a few minutes left in this contest. as long as the ball is here, that is to Preston's advantage. But now, Kilo Park, blaming and throughout, looking to press the advantage for themselves, cleared away. Popovich for Preston. O'Looney in the center of the park. Great turn from Rhiannon O'Looney, who goes for glory. Keeper not quite as far out as she perhaps hoped. It would have been a turn up for the books, would have almost certainly sealed it for Preston. And also a fantastic moment. Seconds ticking away. Kilo Park, and every moment that Preston have the ball in their hands or at their feet is a good moment for them. Percy. Ball for Kilo Park. It's got to be now for the visitors.
Every ball is right. It's still good after, trust me.
Melbourne urging the team forward. Last chance saloon. Henderson. Georgia Henderson. Driving forward. She's got Rabin on her inside. That's where she'll go. Rabin. Just can't find the teammate. And it's Medwin. Will go straight back up the other way. Plenty of space to exploit as Kilo Park pushed forward. Percy should take it to the corner. She's been urged to by the bench. Every second crucial for the Lions. Managed to win it back. Again, it'll be all hands on deck now for both sides. This half of the pitch. Here's the run, but Malloy puts it out well, able to get there ahead of Laming. Referee considering. Kilo Park on the ball. Carriage. Caitlin Carriage. Can she get the equaliser? Carriage. Ray Horrison is there. For all of her work, Caitlin Carriage not able to get the ball past Ray Horrison that time.
Yeah, I really feel like Commodore was the player that needed to finish that passage of play off as we hear the final whistle go.
Well, it's Preston Lions who come away with a 1-0 victory here at Jennis Steele Stadium. It was a first half goal from Sian Dewey that got the job done. It was a first half that Preston dominated, grew into. In the second half, it was Kilo Park with the better of the chances. A combination play between Caitlin Carriage and Devon Jackson, particularly eye-catching. They just weren't able to get that finish that they needed. 50-50 moments was going against Kilo Park today. The bounce of the ball not quite landing where they needed to. And as a result, they leave Jennis Steele Stadium empty-handed. Mr. Barbieri, final comments.
Yeah, it was certainly the battle that we expected, the opening whistle, but I feel like Preston was on top in that first half. It was a tale of two halves, really, with Kilo Park coming out in that second half and really throwing everything they had at Preston, and Preston being able to withstand the pressure is what gets them the 3 points tonight.
Well, thank you so much for joining us for our coverage of this match between the Preston Lions and Kilo Park. My name is Taryn Heddo. I've been joined by Melissa Barbieri. It was a pleasure to have your company full-time. It is Preston Lions 1, Kilo Park 0.
Jesus. St Albans 3-1 up.
3-1 against Hume.
Yeah.
Wow. How are we looking? Check, check. 1-2, 1-2.
Quickly south.
All right, cool. Do you need anything else? Are you good? Awesome.
Help us level the playing field. Sign the parliamentary petition today to fuel the growth and fund the game.
That's the home bench, isn't it? Yeah. Your bench as well? That's your bench over there. For the fans, yeah, we've got the heaps. Keep it easy today because they can hear everything, huh? Alright, mate? Good? Any questions? We'll hear everything. Yeah, I know.
Round 22 in Senol NPL Victoria takes us to Genesteel Stadium. This match being played behind closed doors tonight between Preston Lions and Bentleigh Greens. But don't let the atmosphere fool you. There is plenty on the line for both these teams. Preston chasing a place in finals football and trying to vault up the ladder. They're already in fourth and have a view to going third tonight. Whereas Bentleigh Greens could be on for a great escape. Third from bottom, still in the relegation zone, 3 points from safety. It is critical that Adam Piddick's team start picking up points sooner rather than later. They got things turned around last week against Dandenong City. Can they spring another upset tonight? Or will the Preston Lions bandwagon, which has gone 9 games undefeated in all competitions, keep rolling on? I'll take you through the team news. And there's 4 changes to the Preston Lions team that knocked off Australia Cup champions Newcastle Jets here on Tuesday night. It's Stefan Negro and Jason Romero who drop out of the squad. Zach Cianci and Gian Albano, the wingers, drop to the bench. Into the starting 11 come Leighton Brooks, Stefan Zinni and Zach Lisalaiski, while Luca Tavia recovers from a slight groin strain to take his place in central midfield. Retaining their places, Ryan Scott, the goalkeeper, defenders Jamal Ali, Dom Folino and Aidan Bryce. Midfielders Ollie Kubalay and Sian Cuba, and the main man up top, the mid-season signing Noel Bernardo, who got a double on Tuesday, continues to lead the line. On the bench today for Preston alongside Cianci and Albano is Mayan, Naoki Suto and Daniel Lazarevsky, who scored that dramatic stoppage time winner off the bench, while Jay Romanovsky, who was cup-tied after participating in the Doherty Cup run for Dandenong Thunder, he comes back in on the Pine. No place for Matthew Bozanovsky tonight. For Bentleigh, just the one change. So nowhere near as convoluted for Adam Piddick's team. And why would you change a winning formula? It's Yuto Kokuro who drops to the Pine. Mario Boldea, who's been a mainstay for the Bentleigh Greens all through this season, starts in midfield alongside George Mells and the Scottish import Ross Matthews. It's a back 5 tonight, as is familiar with Adam Piddick's sides. Ben Jeeba, Scott Hillier, Kalalu Kamara, Michael Boffey, the former Preston man, and Dion Nicolaitis, with Andrew Withers between the sticks, and Campbell Dovison, who scored the opener here for South Melbourne in round 8, alongside the inform Maki Petratos, who has 13 league goals this season, despite Bentleigh struggles to score them any other which way. As we kick off here with the Greens in their familiar colour, Preston in the red, kicking from left to right. Rounding out the bench, no place for Ndue Mietzi today for Bentleigh. In comes Kor Deng alongside Yanni Balatsis, Aidan Von Essen, Sam Grella and Michael Suski. My name is Josh Parrish. I'm delighted to have in commentary alongside me tonight, Alex Stoyanovsky. Stodge, welcome.
Thank you for having me. Been an absolute pleasure to be here alongside you, Josh, and hopefully we'll get an entertaining game of football here at Genesteel Stadium.
We'll see what the approach is from Bentleigh tonight. Do they set out their stall, wait for Preston to try and break them down? Or do they go after it, trying to chase the tired legs of the Lions who've had that 3-day turnaround? Albeit not an interstate trip as some of the other Victorian teams have dealt with. Well, stirring stuff on Tuesday, coming back from 2-0 down. They'll be riding that high as Sian Cuba springs Stefan Zinni through in behind early for Preston. Tavia was waiting for the cutback and it just took too long to arrive. Scott Hillier hacks it clear and Maki Petratos can't keep it. But a high tempo start for the Preston Lions, almost stinging Bentleigh on the break. Folino goes direct again, looking for Leighton Brooks. It is Brooks who will go for goal, an ambitious effort, and it flies well off target.
Good start from Preston. Intensity's there. Bentleigh going to have to be patient and probe in these key moments when they do have possession. Though I'm sure Preston will be happy to try and keep the ball and find pockets of space over the top. They've got pacey wingers. Brooks, you saw in that instance, get in a great position that time. Ambitious with the shot. But again, nonetheless, start. Markowski would have wanted.
And the youngster Zach Lisalaiski replacing Stefan Negro at left back tonight. He had a very impressive second half. He came on at the break against Newcastle and nearly scored probably the goal of the season for Preston. His long-range effort flying just off target. Not known for his goal scoring. Sevilla bitterly disappointed not to be a part of the team on Tuesday, but at least he's got some fresh legs. No whistle against Bentleigh as Trados wins it back, and Nicolaitis goes forward with pace and purpose to the byline. Cuba keeps up with him. Petrados. Mells helps it through. Nicolaitis. And it's behind for a goal kick. Was it a shot? Was it a cross? In the end, it was neither. To Jamal Ali. That's Boldea for company. Kubalay with a misplaced pass. Can Jeeba punish Preston? Gives Dovison too much to do. It's a slight tweak to Adam Piddick's usual system. We've seen the 3-4-3 in operation. His stints with Port Melbourne Sharks and Dandenong Thunder. This is more of a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2, depending on how deep Bentleigh sit in their block. At stage, the gauntlet will be laid down to Preston to try and play their way through, although Bentleigh not exactly sitting off. They are trying to force turnovers in this area of the pitch.
Yes, they have been looking to try and win it up this field at the moment. It's all about really hoping for a Preston turnover. This time Brooks does find a bit of space to come infield. Switch was on. It was a nice little play just to get the switch over. Now an opportunity opens up for Preston. Again, Bentleigh, you can see how quick they transition back. They look to try and go the other way, though they really only have one player forward in Petrados, so they're going to have to stem and wait for options to go forward. But you're right, Josh, it's going to be a moment for Bentleigh to try and pinch it up the field when they can, but they have to transition back quickly, otherwise they can get caught out, as you saw there.
Michael Boffey, who was a mid-season signing the year that Preston was promoted from VPL 1. It's essentially a swap deal with Dean Larson going the other way to Northcote City. Boffey struggled for the first 10 minutes last season. He has started 20 games for Bentleigh this time around. This is number 21 tonight. Bryce stepping in to Veer. Almost superbly worked from Preston, but Stefan's in his touch let him down. Benjiba, that name will have a few butterflies in the stomachs of Preston Lions fans watching. He's double last season for Dandenong Thunder. And a 3-0 win at George Andrews Reserve. They were his first NPL goals in 105 appearances. He saved his best for Preston. See if he does it again tonight. Tough to see him getting into goal-scoring situations from right wing back, given he's got his hands full with Stefan Zinni, but you never know. Tavia. Reset to Oli Kubalay, who has space and time. Square ball to Cuba. Ali isolated. Brooks comes in support, and so does Cuba. Preston trying to make the pitch, which is a very big pitch here at Genesteel Stadium, even bigger, the way they're spread across the park. Switch the ball from left to right at pace. It's well won back by Bentleigh that time, though. Campbell Dovison back doing his defensive work. You can hear Adam Piddick's frustrations on the touchline, and we'll be able to eavesdrop all night with the coach's very audible without the crowd in, but Adam Piddock not happy that Bentleigh weren't able to keep possession after winning it and relieve a little bit of pressure on themselves.
Something that I was also going to drop down and mention yourself, Adam, that obviously with closed doors, we can hear everything here at the bottom where both coaches are barking instructions. Sasha Oganovsky just having a look at who's commentating tonight. Yes, Josh is up here.
I guess it goes both ways. The benches will be able to hear everything we say as well, so we better watch our mouths. This is Nicolaitis. Matthews, and now Mel's with the switch.
Good boy, Gemma. Bravo, Gemma.
And Ali held back. Tonight's referee is Lockie Keevers. He was all over that one. He was forced to send off Bruno Fornaroli for a headbutt last week, Lockie Keevers, so hoping for a quieter evening tonight. Oh, a turnover from Jeeba. Tavia. Puts it into the path of Zinni. Bernardo arriving in the box. It's Zinni onto his left foot, and it's too high for Cuba. He made a token effort to leap at it, but no chance he was meeting that cross from Stefan Zinni. Ali. Brooks. Preston moving the ball with pace and purpose. Kubalay. Brooks. Drilled in low. And scrambled away by the skipper, Scott Hillier. By far Bentleigh's longest serving player. He was relegated with them and he got them back up to the top flight. Lissalaiski. And verdict is a corner. Preston's first of the night. And what have you made of the start to this game, Stodge?
It's been fairly comfortable, I think, thus far for Preston. They've had possession. They've probed in the wide areas, though haven't really had anything clear-cut as of yet. Bentleigh Greens, you can tell, really setting up, trying to pinch it upfield, and if they can't, they will drop back quickly with plenty of numbers behind the ball. Preston here from the corner. Can they find an opportunity from here? It is flicked towards the goal, cleared out. Lions just been forced into a corner. It's Bernardo. Tries to find Ali, does, gets it back. Ali surrounded by four. Tank on him on the Tuesday night, following it up here this evening. Josh, he's going to have to really bring those goods tonight because he was absolutely brilliant against the Jets, wasn't he?
Yeah, especially second half. Really came to life. Jamal Ali showed his quality. Been rather hemmed in, having to fill in central defence for a good chunk of the season, but now playing that marauding right back role that we came to associate him with for Heidelberg last year. He netted 8 goals. Still yet to score a league goal for Preston. He got one in the cup against George Cross. Here goes Ali. He thought he was fouled by Boldea. The Eritrean international indicating he thought the jersey was tugged. Wasn't obvious to the assistant on the near side or to Lockie Keevers in the middle. Now Withers playing himself into trouble. Lissalaiski, it'll sit nicely for him and he'll strike for goal! And the youngster is off the mark for Preston from left back. He came close in the cup on Tuesday and now he's made himself an instant Preston hero. A sweet strike, he had to hit it. And Andrew Withers, out of position after turning over possession, is caught out.
All I can think about was early in the season how something similar happened. Bentleigh, it was the South Melbourne game where the ball was turned over. They scored an easy one there. just in no man's land. Withers punished, but the effort really well placed in the bottom corner. Preston, well, they've shown the early signs. Now they lead. They got the early one. How does that change the approach for Pittock? Does he have to open up? Was he going to try keep it close for the next at least 45 till half time?
That's a sweet take from Zach Liftalaski. Just a poor clearance. His first touch was excellent. His second touch just into the ground to set it for himself, and he knew exactly where that one was going. It's one thing to sense the opportunity, it's another thing to execute on that level. And that is absolutely breathtaking from the 20-year-old.
If there was any questions of how they were going to react after being winners against the Jets on Tuesday night, well, there's your response. Looking to continue in that same fashion. Ali now looking to maraud forward. Sends it wide. Key challenge coming in. The right time. Teveray looking to play it into the box. We'll have to go back here now. Brooks to Foligno. Touch here for Bryce. Looking for an option. Asking it through the middle. Forcing it. Losing it now. Trados. Bentleigh Greens. As you can see, that will be their issue this evening when they win it high, or even in the middle of the pitch. They don't really have anything ahead of them. Forced to just go back there, Josh, and it will be a question of are they going to make a change to their formation at some stage, or are they going to push players further up the pitch just to try and catch Preston when they do win the ball?
I think they're starting to push Baldeya into a more of an advanced sort of inside left role, maybe more of a 3-4-3. Mills tends to drop deep as the quarterback in front of the back three, maybe Matthews as the link man, but they need to have options in transition quickly. That's the way they can hurt Preston. It's going to be a tough ask, trailing against the best defence in the competition. Preston have only conceded 16 goals.
Back off, Zaki. Good boys in. Well done, Zin. Good boys in.
That's not exactly what Ryan Scott had in mind. And it's a dangerous header as well. Tavia under the pump, Foligno. And Preston play their way out of a potentially dangerous situation. It's Keystone Cops for a moment there.
Maybe watching Withers earlier. Not a monkey see, monkey do moment, of course, but sometimes it can happen.
Sometimes it's contagious.
Yeah.
Out of character for Ryan Scott. He's been a pillar of consistency this season and a big factor why Preston have conceded so few goals, despite having to chop and change their defensive line earlier in the campaign with injuries aplenty, including Aiden Bryce's MCL issue, which is raced back from. That's well won by Preston. Kubalay leads the break. It against the through ball to Zinni. Now Cuba with the no-look pass. No flag, and Brooks is in! Oh! What a chance! Straight at the goalkeeper. The Bentleigh defence were waiting for an offside flag to go up, and Leighton Brooks has absolutely fluffed his lines.
Right, let's go! Good boys! Keep getting it, let's go!
Well, he had almost too much time. The goal at his mercy, and Preston should have a second. Absolute sitter. He'll be kicking himself.
Yeah, definitely an opportunity that Brooks knows he's capable of scoring, and Bentleigh Greens will definitely be breathing a sigh of relief here. Though those chances when they come your way, definitely got to take those. Ball sent in. Calling for a corner, the Greens, and they'll get it as well.
Let's set it up. Let's go. Get Zinni.
This is probably a good chance for Bentleigh just to set something up. Sure, Adam Pittick would have emphasised set pieces, set play opportunities for Bentleigh Greens.
Ollie, let's get physical. See, what's the run from the edge?
Surprised Petranos is not lining himself up in the edge of the box or outside the area somewhere. We know he likes to score from range.
Maybe he's planning to curl it indirectly from the corner spot.
Who knows?
What's the edge?
Had Sion Cuba hit the post on Tuesday night at this venue.
Strong, strong. Go, go, go.
They're going to trouble Preston defence with that one. Cuba tried something outlandish. Bernardo will chase down what looked like a lost cause. He thought there was a handball. Doverson cleared of all charges. Back with Withers. Kamara, who netted a dramatic late equaliser for Avondale here last season. Long-range strike, Vincent Kompany style, from the central defender coming forward. He said afterwards that everybody told him not to shoot, and he ignored them. Right to do so, as it turned out. Boffey drills one wide towards Jiba. Looked like a nice pass off the boot, but the flight of the ball just deceived Bentleigh's wing back. And in fact, after deliberation between the assistant on the far side and the central referee, it has taken a deflection, which is probably why Jiba was so vexed by the flight of the ball. Matthews wins it back for Bentleigh. Hooked away by Lisolaski, the goal scorer.
Keep going, Zin. Keep going.
And that from Zinni. Very tidy work indeed. Good switch of play. Brooks inviting the overlap from Ali. It's back to Leighton Brooks to redeem himself, and it pinballs around the box. Off a Bentleigh head, off a Preston attacker. Stefan Zinni knew nothing about it, and it spoons harmlessly back to the goalkeeper. Looks like a potential head injury. Is it Michael Boffey who's been felled by that pile driver from Brooks? Oh, in fact, I'm mistaken. Process of elimination. It might be Nicolaides who's down. In fact, it is. Well, that one wouldn't have tickled.
Definitely not, especially on a cold evening here in the northern suburbs.
It does get pretty fresh in the dog days of July and August. Right next to the Merry Creek here. That wind chill coming off the creek can be a killer at this time of year. Well, fair play to Dion Nicolaides. I would have been down for a lot longer than that. Kamara back to Withers. A very confident start from Preston. A game they have to win to keep their front foot in those final places and try and secure a home final as well. All important, of course. Might be a bridge too far to catch the top two, but certainly third place is a realistic goal for this side. Nice footwork. The cross comes in towards Tavia. Cut off by Boffey just in time. Mells.
Look out, left shoulder.
Boffey. Movement forward from Boffey triggered the press, and Leighton Brooks gets shouts of approval from the Preston bench, and his role in winning that one back. Tavia threads it through. Brooks laid off by Cuba, and a swing and a miss from Bernarda. Oh, that was beautiful football from the Preston Lions. One touch into play to get Noel Bernarda in scoring position, but he couldn't make clean contact.
He just probably slipped in the key moment. So, glimpses of what we saw on Tuesday night. You would think that would have been in the back of the net also.
It's almost reminiscent of what Newcastle did to Preston in scoring their second goal. Maybe Zoran Markovski and his team taking a bit of inspiration from the A-League Premier's plate winners.
It was intelligent too. His handball as clear as that one. Able to see and hear the referees' words with the players potentially. The closer here, we can make do of what we can hear.
If we fall silent during the call, it's just we're eavesdropping. It is a fascinating insight, as it was in the dark days of COVID. But hearing what players and coaches and officials say on the pitch is always illuminating. Brooks, Kubalay, Ali. And that's sharp from Preston. They're looking in the mood tonight. Lisalaiski gives them really so much width, adding a left foot on that flank. Opens up the pitch for Preston. They haven't had it all season, really. Felino. Ali. Kubalay. And Mel's nipping at his heels, and now Boldea is set away on the break, looking for Petrados. And Maki Petrados couldn't do anything with that. But he only needs one opportunity, one opening, Maki Petrados. He's so lethal inside, outside the box, from the penalty spot. It doesn't matter. He always seems to get his opportunity, his side on goal, and scoring so consistently for a side that's not generating that many chances is truly impressive. Oh, Brooks trying to catch out Withers. Not sure if it was intentional or otherwise, but it'll go down as a shot on target.
Definitely felt like he miscued that one, but he'd probably say he meant it if it went in.
Wouldn't be the first time that Leighton Brooks has turned a cross into a goal. Here against Dandenong Thunder last season, opening day against Oakley Cannons, there was a heated debate as to whether he meant to lift the ball over Tom Manus from such an angle. His response after the game was, "I guess we'll never know." So make of that what you will.
Keeping us on our toes, I'll tell you that. They've impressed me though, Josh. Preston really making use of the width as they usually would, and allowing players, I mean, even Jamal Ali playing the inverted position. And I saw actually Melbourne City do something very similar against George Cross last week. It does just allow you that extra option. Just kind of lets the game develop in a way that can create more attacking plays, especially when the ball goes wide. Both fullbacks for Bentleigh, they're really under pressure and under the cop.
I think we're really starting to see Zoran Markovski's vision for this team come to fruition on the park. Early doors, they were not exactly fluent going forward. The defensive record has been good all season, but they lack that fluency and the dynamism of Markovski's Avondale sides, despite bringing a few players over with him. Maybe Luca Tavira has been one of the missing pieces. His dynamism in midfield, covering so much ground, troubling teams with his movement off the ball. Preston have got to be alert to the danger here, though. Mels, Petrados lines up his sights, and it's always a danger when Maki Petrados is around. And that's Bentleigh's first shot of the night.
Touch and go.
And that's the danger for Preston. They could completely dominate this one, but if they don't put this game away, they'll only take one long bomb from Maki Petrados or one lightning counter-attack, and Bentleigh could be back in the game. Hillier, well won. This is a situation where Bentleigh can punish Preston. Petrados. Couldn't find a teammate. There'll be an opportunity down the other end. Nicely weighted pass from Tavir. Zinni with 2 to aim for in the middle. It's back to Tavir on the outside of the box and off the outside of the boot and behind.
Took a bit of a nasty bubble there, but tried to make the most of what space he had there, Tavir.
So nothing late. He played the initial through ball. Does that count as a 1-2, Stoke?
I would say delayed 1-2, you could say.
A long-range 1-2.
Yeah. Though you mentioned earlier, they still need to be alert. I'm sure Markovski will have it in the back of his mind when they do have the ball in their back third, not to turn it over. That's going to be their main, concentration, not to lose the ball in that area as they come forward again. Maybe an opportunity to get ahead here. Time and space. Bodies everywhere. Bentleigh, Rappel, once again. Ali now picking this one up. Just holding on to dear life at the moment, the Greens. Ali. Again, just in the right moment, the right time. Though Jamal Ali not allowing any time and space for Baldea to really get any progression upfield. Bentleigh are really camped in their half. That one set forward, bit of a hidden hope. Headed forward by Hillier. Space to go for Doverson. Big challenge there. Goal scorer turning into defensive mode there too. Josh has been impressive in this first half, hasn't he?
Yeah, Bentleigh hasn't really had a sniff down his flank, and he scored a superb goal, so can't ask for much more from your left back. Ali. Oh, an infringement from Nicolaitis. He thought he got the ball. Preston won't be allowed to take it quickly from that position.
Teverate. Cuba. To Foligno, wide to Ali. Had plenty of it down this right-hand side in the first half. Jamal Ali trying to size up his man and go on. Gets the throw in though. Had to win the challenge. Jamal Ali wanted none of that. Stepped out the way. Throw in again for the Lions. Sure. Markovski will want one more before the break. Bentleigh Greens, they're just trying to survive at the moment. Petrados. Oh, just couldn't find Wells. It's turned over. Foligno. Ball over the top looking for Brooks. Cut out well.
Wisolaski, hard to criticise his performance so far, but had more time than he knew there. Didn't have to play the ball backwards. Just assumed he would have an opponent in the way.
Sometimes happens. Get that rush of blood when you get, or you see something that you like, and you play it straight away when you realise maybe holding it would have been the right decision as the switch is on. Chianchi, he's also seen a fair bit of it. At that time he's thought for a second, turned it over, but had a bit of assistance getting that one back. Looked like Kubalay. Now, Teverate. Ali had to check his run. It's just going to be in that offside position if he continued. And we're back to Foligno. Rare touch here for Scott. Bryce. Preston controlling it again. Makowski just maybe not wanting that. Just getting shout across the field. Bentleigh now able to maybe make something of this. Again, force back. Something that Preston pride themselves on that defensive record you mentioned there, Josh, and something that Bentleigh will need to find a way through this evening since they are trailing. Bit of space now. Can they find a cross here? He's coming low. Still in play. Petratos was lurking. Half cleared though. Flicked on. And now just manages to survive that scare there. The Lions.
Oh, it's better from Bentleigh. Need to find a way to just get more shots on target. They generate so few shooting chances in a game. They're so reliant on Petratos for goals. 65% of Bentley's goals have been netted by him this season. Here is Petratos. Could he be the hero again? And fires too close to Ryan Squat.
I know we made a bit of a remark earlier about players can potentially hear us. He must have heard you there.
Well, I mean, if there's one man who can do it, they're essentially a one-man show going forward this season, Bentleigh. Luke Oresti's got a couple. He's not in the squad tonight. Anthony Frangi hasn't played since round 8. He's got one. Scott Hillier's come up from the back and scored twice. Can't be relying on your central defender for consistent supply. And the rest have been Mackie Petratos. Two for Anthony Lynn as well, who has since joined Dandenong Thunder. He's the man who scored the dramatic late leveller against Preston at Kingston Heath earlier this season. Surprise point for Bentleigh on that occasion. The last win that Bentleigh had here at this venue was all the way back in 2002. A 4-0 triumph. BT Connor reserve. 3 games before Preston made a managerial change. John Markowski took the reins and the rest is history. Preston turning their season around and coming from 5th to win the grand final. The old VPL. It's been a long time since those drinks have occurred. I mean, I was started my junior career at Green Gully when that was the case. I was in grade 2.
We're not telling our age, are we?
People can do the maths at home.
Don't work too hard though.
Can't say I was paying too much attention to VPL football in that era, but that's what the history books say. If you're interested, Preston have the edge in the all-time head-to-head, 10 wins to 8. Well, these teams haven't played each other that often over the ensuing years, it's important to note, since 2005 really. Faced each other a couple of times in VPL 1 when Bentleigh went down. They were dramatic meetings in 2024. Bentleigh scoring a last-minute winner at Kingston Heath and a 3-2 win, and Preston scoring a last-minute winner here at Genesteel Stadium, thanks to Syed Fatemi. I'm pretty sure Scott Hillier is the only player from Bentleigh who was involved that day. Oh, Zinni could be in behind here. Withers has come out and not collected. And Ben Jeeba scurries back to save the day for Bentleigh. A real panic stations moment for the Bentleigh Greens backline. Zinni rounding the goalkeeper, but he couldn't get his shot off in time.
Adam Piddick off the bench. We just saw moments ago, Leighton Brooks went down for a similar challenge. He's making that point to the 4th official.
Swinger into the near post, and Withers, oh, he spilt it! And there was an infringement in the 6-yard box. May have been Lisalaiski going through the back of the goalkeeper. Well, almost friendly fire there as Kalalu Kamara seemed to inadvertently spill the ball out of his own goalkeeper's hands, but there was a push or a shove from a Preston player. Might well have been Jamal Ali at fault, who's ended up in the net with an issue with his footwear.
Potentially, when making that challenge, might have Withers just stepped on him and taken his boot off in that instant, but
well, Preston bench, I think the decision is soft. The keeper's just spilt it himself, but the referee had no doubts, made the decision very, very quickly.
Go, go, go!
Kubalay. Turn it over to Ross Matthews. Couldn't keep it. Tabia cleverly wins the free kick against the Scotsman, who, until arriving recently in the transfer window, was a one-club man with Wraith Rovers. Nearly 350 games in Scotland for the same club. Jarring to see number 6 in midfield for Bentleigh and not see Lee Broxham wearing the shirt. Matthews has bagged himself a plum job at the Lee Broxham Academy, so I suppose the shirt's been passed over with plenty of goodwill.
What a player he was as well, Lee Broxham.
Even in his twilight stint with Bentleigh getting them promoted last season. I assume due to the shirt number change he won't be part of things going forward. His last appearance came back in round 12. 383 games for Melbourne Victory. A league record appearance holder when he retired.
Probably the only thing to note that Lisalaiski's made wrong, foot wrong at least.
Yeah, that's a bit of a miscontrol from the young man.
Walking across the ground, Joshy, it's there's patches though where it has a bit of a bounce or a bobble.
Preston tend to play their home games in bunches after the pitch gets reseeded earlier in the year. They have a long stretch away from home, and then the pitch gets pretty heavy traffic, sometimes in wet weather, so it's always a battle to keep it in good nick. This game is the second of a double header. We had the Preston women's team emerging victorious 1-0 winners against Keilor Park in the earlier kickoff, so they've kicked up a bit of traffic. Oh, good ball across the 6-yard box there. Well dealt with by Foligno. And out for a Bentleigh corner, so the Greens fighting back. Trying to snag something in the shadows of half-time here.
Take two from the same position they had the first quarter. Trados couldn't really make much of it the first time around. Went near post, was easily handled. Lena very much positioned where the ball came. It's time to work it out. Stands it up. Kamara's there, well defended. Bryce who got the head out. Bentleigh Greens. Numbers in the box. This could be a chance. An opportunity. Shouts for handball. Piddick leading the appeal. Getting nothing really there. Preston just having to stay alert in these moments. Effort, which had to be blocked. That was arrowing in towards the bottom corner. Petrados fighting with the ball. Trying to pinch it off Ali, who just pokes it out. Wells furthest back. The number 10. Yes, that's right, number 10 in central defensive position, retrieving. Well done there by Brooks, who just copped a bit of a knock on the back of the ankle. Just allows Preston to reset.
Settle on the ball, boys. Don't fucking rush. No force turnovers.
A few barbs being thrown the referee's way from the Bentleigh bench. That was a good effort from Campbell Dovison. Scored a splendid goal for South Melbourne here earlier in the campaign before making the move, and lets him know the danger he can pose.
Good. Underneath them. Lucas, check. Good. That's it.
Foligno.
That's it. Full speed. Good. Well played. Well played.
Preston keep their composure. When you could see Dovison in two minds, he was going to Aiden Bryce to try and force the ball long, but then had to retreat to cover his man out at left back, so rather caught between two defensive assignments, and the Bentleigh press kind of ran out of steam at that point. Ali muscling Boldea, skipping his way past Nicolaides, but the left wing back put enough pressure on Ali to force the turnover. Bernardo doing shuttle runs between Withers and Boffey. Lisolajski. Free header and down to Zinni, now to Via. Foligno. Brooks with the early delivery. Looking for Zinni on the far side. Jeeba got ahead to the ball. Lisolajski. Good balance and composure. Cross lacked conviction though. It'll come out to Kubalay. Can't keep it. Good win from Mells. 1 minute about to be added by the fourth official to end this first half. It's been a highly watchable affair so far. Preston largely in command. Bentleigh starting to get a foothold here. Dovison. Had a surprise substitution shown by the fourth official. I think that's a technical error. And yes, 1 minute at the end of this first half. Bentleigh pinched something before the break. Jeeba shimmying this way and that. Good footwork from Jeeba. Away by Lisolajski. Brooks got a flick on it. Tavia beaten by the bounce. Brooks. First time around the corner from Cuba. Bernardo would have been onside. He was in his own half. But the pass was too heavy and Withers plays sweeper keeper. Now Hillier upfield. And it was another unsure touch from Aiden Bryce. Out of character there. His head coach grumbling in the technical area. But it matters not as the half ends, with Preston in the ascendancy. A stunning strike from Zach Lisolajski after a turnover from the Bentleigh Greens goalkeeper, Andrew Withers, left him out of position. And the new signing here at Preston got his first goal for the club in spectacular style. 2 touches to set himself, and then a pile driver of a half volley to beat the scampering goalkeeper and give Preston a well-earned advantage at the break. How have you seen it, Alex?
Yeah, it's been a controlled first half from the home side. Preston really probably should have had 2 or 3, Josh. Brooks really scuffed one, and there was another one really that should have been bashed away into the back of the net. I think that Bentleigh Green's probably going into that halftime break happy that it's only 1-0, really.
Well, so far, Preston looking good to make it 10 unbeaten in all competitions. But what can Bentleigh do to wrestle their way back up the table in this relegation dogfight. We'll see on the other side of this break. The halftime score at Genesteel Stadium is Preston Lions 1, Bentleigh Greens 0.
on, boys, from the start. Let's go. Come on. Come on, get him going, son. Come on.
And welcome back. Second half here at Jenna Still Stadium. It's myself, Alexander Stojanowski, and Josh Parrish. Going to be taking you through this 45 where Preston lead 1-0. Zalowski with the opener. Thanks to Mara in the back. Now, Bentleigh Greens, no. They need to find a response. Changes, which we haven't had any just as yet. Adam Piddick's men, they know what they'll need to do. Josh, what do you think of that first half? It was a tight, tense one, though. Preston on top of it for most.
Yeah, I mean, Bentleigh always a chance to score through Petrados, regardless of the game situation, but Preston were by far the dominant team and had chances to add to their tally. I mean, there was a curious incident where the entire Bentleigh defence was sure that Preston were offside. The flag didn't go up, and Leighton Brooks had a chance from 6 yards with the whole goal to aim for and fired straight at the goalkeeper. So really Preston should have added to their advantage after that stunning strike from Zach Wysolaski. But Bentleigh starting to grow into the game, maybe the final 10 minutes of that first half. Though as Bentleigh have to chase it, Preston will have more openings in transition. They've got real pace with Zinni and Brooks. Tavia in particular has been very sharp threading those through balls in behind in transition. So Preston are in an enviable position here. They have Bentleigh right where they want them. It's going to take a big response from Adam Piddick's side. Don Felino with an enterprising run forward and then completely the wrong pass.
Doesn't get an opportunity to go up that often, but that time, probably a centre-half's pass. Sometimes you're probably seeing those likes, but we've seen better.
He's only got one goal for Preston in, 3 seasons. Came in last season's elimination final against Oakley Cannon, so a pretty important one. Nice time to score, but doesn't often get amongst the goals, Don Felino.
Not often, but nonetheless, still a 1-0 lead. Petrados trying to hassle, find a way through. Round 22, 5 games on tonight, on the Friday night, in the Senol NPL Victoria. Nice work there by Green Gully, Dandy City playing a 0-0, and so did Heidelberg and George Cross. St Albans States, probably say, pulled an upset tonight. 3-2 winners at home. Josh, big result.
Massive result for Dynamo. Big upset. Preston go forward on the attack. It's a good ball from Brooks. It looked nice off the boot, but Withers saw it coming a mile away. And, South Melbourne have just broken the deadlock away at Jack Edwards Reserve, which isn't good news for Preston in terms of finals contention. If the result holds, they won't mind too much. So they take 3 points tonight.
Zachary, make that decision early here. As he's receiving the ball, not once he's received it. Gemma, keep standing, Gemma.
It's 3 defeats in a row for Hume City. It went down in a controversial and dramatic game here against Preston. They lost against the league leaders Oakley Cannons in a narrow 1-0 last week. Joe Guest penalty in the first half, and Oakley just shut up shop from there. Then a barn burner tonight against Dynamo, against their former coach Cam Watson and a number of former Hume players in that team. And Dynamo will be delighted with getting their little bit of revenge there.
I'm sure they'll be pulling out all the drinks tonight after winning that one.
Canteen at Fox Street will be doing a roaring trade. Usually does regardless of the result, to be honest.
Not wrong.
It's good use of the body from Tavia. Excellent work to keep possession under scrutiny from a number of green shirts. Here goes Bentleigh. Bernarda. Cuba. Just like they drew it up on the training ground, Preston. They find some end products here. Lisolaski. Bernarda facing away from goal. One cleanly in midfield. Oh, and the attempted tactical foul goes awry as Campbell Dovison skips away. Dovison looking for Petrados. Petrados with only one to aim for and too much air underneath the cross.
Good work there by Ryan Scott. Hasn't had a lot to do during this game, but on his toes, out to that one. Petrados forced just to get a cross in, put something in really. Tavia looking for that switch for Brooks. Didn't work out there. Bentleigh Greens. No. Need to find a way forward here. Maybe Preston will frustrate them, force them long. A ball by Bryce. Flags up though. Beautiful pass in behind by Hayden Bryce.
That's what Hayden Bryce can do. He's premier ball-playing defender in the competition, by my money. Give him Akers paddock in front of him. He's going to gallop into them and pick out a killer pass. His timing was off with his teammates in there, but that's what Hayden Bryce does. Kamara's no slouch when it comes to the ball at feet either. Former teammates last season in Avondale. Boffey spun around on a dime, didn't know too much about it. Worked out well for him.
Kubalay didn't know much about that one, but it worked out for Preston as now. Tavia.
Ah, superb from Kamara.
Absolute beast there, Kamara. Jamal Ali says, I'm the bigger beast as he tries to pinch that. Kamara just throwing his body over the ball. Ball was not stopped. And something was said there. The yellow card has been issued to Kamara. He needs to be careful here because referee, love to know what was said there, Josh, or maybe best that we don't know.
Well, we've heard most of what's been said on the pitch and the touchline tonight, but that was a little too far away. But whatever he said, Lockie Keevers wasn't impressed. I rarely see referees stop the game for dissent. It's clearly serious enough to warrant it. I was surprised the whistle didn't go for a foul from Ali. I thought maybe just leaning into him from behind it was enough for a Bentleigh free kick, but no excuse to slag off the match official. Little back heel from Bernarda, doesn't connect. Mells. Pokes it through the gap. Petrados. Spots the danger and helps Bryce in cleaning it up. Zinni touches it infield. Off Mells and out for a Preston throw. Lisolaski to launch it long up the line. Kamara out-muscling Cuba. 54 minutes played at Genesteel Stadium. Bentleigh might start thinking about some changes soon. They've got Aidan Von Essen and Michael Suski in reserve as attacking options. Yuto Kokuro is a midfield player, although he's more of a holding midfielder, the Japanese import. Bryce. Great defending from Benjiba. And he wins the throw as well. Well, the conversation is ongoing between Rocky Keevers and Kalalu Kamara, with Scott Hillier, the captain, playing the role of mediator. Don't want to talk yourself into a red card.
I'm sure Hillier will claim some weeks he's a lawyer. The interesting thing I'll take out of this one thus far in this match is Bentleigh Greens really came here to set up to frustrate, but I feel like it's been the other way around, Josh. Preston has frustrated Bentleigh, and you've seen that as now it's being turned over. Kamara has to be careful. He's given him a foul away. Sure, he doesn't want to say anything, because we did say we heard it a second ago that he's not allowed to say anything really.
Away from the scene of the crime very quickly. Preston claiming tactical foul, denial of a promising attack. Probably the fact that his opponent was facing away from goal has probably saved him there, Kamara. It's gone 2-0 in the Greek derby over at Jack Edwards, South Melbourne, with the lead against the league leaders. Potential upset on the cards there for Sinisa Kohadzic and his team. Makes the chase for the top six all the more exciting. On the live ladder, Preston will go third above Avondale for the time being. Preston still have a game in hand to play against Melbourne City. South Melbourne up to fifth. Sevilla. Foligno. Preston fashion an attacking opportunity. There's a lot of green shirts behind the ball. Little touch from Cuba. It's a clever one. Brooks rather bullied off it. And a free kick given away by Dom Foligno, who found himself in nosebleed territory.
Not the first time this evening to give the foul away though that time, just to get himself back in position, which trotted there quite quickly. So just have to be careful. In the first half, we know a turnover was punished.
This is the point in the game where the cup hangover might start to kick in for Preston. Any heavy legs from Tuesday night, starting to feel it now. Wouldn't be surprised to see Zoran Markovski go to his bench early tonight. Got Jay Romanovsky, who's fresh. Oh, it's a terrible turnover from Mells. And it opens the door for Leighton Brooks, who drills it across goal, and it was begging for a touch from a red shirt. An awkward bounce carries it away from the attacking runners, Cuba and Zinni. And Bentleigh live to fight another day.
Yeah, Zinni was closest to it, but really had some ferocity on that cross. No, don't think we saw Suto play in that cup game on Tuesday. I'm sure he'll be licking his lips to get injected in this second half.
Daniel Lazarevsky, fresh from the highest scoring his first Preston goal in the most dramatic fashion imaginable. Will be keen to get on the park as well.
Bit of space now. The Greens. Mara. It's a nice ball, but well read. Zinowski had a brilliant game thus far. Lino driving the ball forward. Bentleigh just start to drop off a bit. Now there's players like Ali to get into space and drive up down the field. That ball, very risky. Withers needing to clear. Picked up by Kubalay. Foligno. Plays it short. Option to switch was there for Kubalay. Decides just to keep it short. Foligno Just giving it away. Bentleigh with the come forward here. Wells comes short. Option was there. Done well though. Just under hit pass there. Disappointing outcome as Preston looked to go the other way. Zinni forced wide. Kamara's done well. Trying to get the throw in. The Bentleigh Greens, unfortunately, able to keep it in play. Looks like will be a change being prepared very soon. Looks like Daniel Razarewski getting his last instructions before he comes on, and so is Suto as well.
I believe it's Jay Romanovsky, in fact.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. I saw 2-1 and it was the other way around.
he was bending over, so the numbers were upside down. It's a similar hairdo as well. So, will be Romanovsky summoned first.
I got 1 out of 2 though.
To see what position Romanovsky plays against his old mentor Adam Piddick tonight. Played for Piddick at both Port Melbourne and Dandenong Thunder. A lot of history between those two. Preston weren't able to make the sub. Throw and taken quickly. Wasilewski. Kubalay. Kubalay loses out to Petrados. Maki Petrados. Late run coming from Mells. Mells touches it on. Nicolaides from the angle. Shot cannons into Jamal Ali. Mells tries to poke it through the gap again. The Bentleigh attack, which looks so promising, comes to nothing. Two Preston substitutes still wait patiently for their moment to enter the fray. Matthews.
Jack, half and half, son. You got one here too. Half and half. Good boy.
Jibba.
Force it back. Force it back. Keep on going.
Hillier. Well, this is an extended spell of Bentleigh possession. They haven't had too many of these. Kamara. I think that pass was intended for Campbell Dobson. Worked out well for Bentleigh all the same. Paperwork submitted for a Bentleigh change as well. It's going to be Yuto Kokuro to come on. Boffy. Nicolaides. With space to assess his options. Kamara invited into the attack. Dobson continuing to buzz about with intent. Mells. Matthews. Bentleigh still have it. Petrados. Dobson. Back to Petrados. And a good well-timed challenge or interception from Jamal Ali. Finally ends that long spell of Bentleigh pressure. It's a poor hit from Brooks. It looks to be tiring. In all honesty, he was really bright earlier in the contest, but cutting a frustrated figure on the right-hand side now.
Long wait. The lad's about to come on as well.
You wanted to go through your stretches and stay warm. That's a poor turnover from Dobson. Tavia. Now Brooks has the opening to shoot. It's Leighton Brooks, and it's tipped over the bar by Withers. Preston will have a corner. They choose to make the sub now.
Heard the shout just to wait.
Well, it's the cardinal sin to make subs when you've got a corner, or especially when you're defending one. So these poor players in the freezing cold in Melbourne's northern suburbs.
Back your hair, boys.
They'll have to jog up and down on the spot, do their stretches and activations, and stay warm. It's been a long wait.
Bentleigh's number 18 has got a pair of gloves on, though. That's the difference I can see from here.
Yeah, the long skins, the gloves. He's kitted out for the occasion. Corner drilled in. Oh, it's a free header as well. And misdirected from Leighton Brooks. How many opportunities has he had tonight?
Zachy, let's go, see, come on.
Will be the goal scorer, Zach Lisalarski, replaced at left back. Jay Romanovsky comes on, and Sian Cuba makes way for Naoki Suto. Meanwhile, for Bentleigh, it's Ben Jiba off and Yuto Kokuro on. So we'll see what that means for Bentleigh's shape. I think they might go to a back four here.
Excited to see what Suter will do from the bench. I mean, I really remember the impact he had against Avondale, and then when it came back from behind to snatch all 3 points that afternoon.
It's a special moment, a special birthday present for his mum, as he said after the game.
Beautiful.
Let's go, second ball, boys, let's go.
Waiting patiently to enter the fray as a sub, waiting patiently for his opportunity to impact games for Preston. When he's come on in recent weeks, he's looked pretty sharp, and that Avondale cameo was the cherry on the cake. Matthews.
Keep it on.
Kamara in strongly. Petrados. I'll have an extra man in midfield here now, Bentleigh, to influence the game. Petrados whips it in. It'll come out. Kokuro with his first touch. And it's fired into the back of a Preston defender. Oh, nearly the dream impact. Matthews. Still, Bentleigh can't find a way through the wall of Preston defenders in front of them. There's terrific work from Petrados, and Kokuro had his name up in lights for a moment. Kubalay. Moffey equal to the aerial ball. Kokuro will play as that link between midfield and attack. Matthews has come out wider to the right now. Matthews in low. Petrados. He might have pulled the trigger there. Instead, he tried something cute for Dovison. It's a positive spell for Bentleigh now. Dovison. Pressure building on Preston. Mells. Finding a gap. And Bryce shuts it off. Brooks. Turned over by Leighton Brooks. He's had a frustrating night. Felled by Noel Bernarda.
Shade over 11 degrees here, but the Bentleigh Greens started to warm up on the attacking front, Josh.
They've been impressive the last few minutes, and Adam Piddock has recognised that there's an opportunity here. He's gone to more of a box midfield and a back four. Kamara will be largely stay-at-home right back. But it's 4-on-3 in the middle of midfield for Preston.
Something that I believe Markovsky's taken note of, and he's looking to make two more changes. This time I do see Daniel Lazareski looking to come on. There's also Gianno Albano and Chianchi, so he's going to make three changes.
Sound like Obviously not happy with what he's seen in the last 5 or 10 minutes, nor should he be. Preston have let control of the game slip, even if the scoreline is still in their favour. Kokuro, that's a nice weight on the pass. It's Petrados around the goalkeeper, but the angle proved too tight. Lucky Petrados. He's a live wire. Preston so nearly caught out there. Lovely weight on the through ball. Bentleigh have come to life here. Petrados sorted to cede control of this set piece and bring over a left-footed player in Nicolaitis. 5 targets to aim for in the box. Petrados perched just outside, so to Kokuro. Lockie Keever's not allowing Bentleigh to take it quickly. Nicolaitis whips it into the back stick. Scott opted for the punch, and then it's met on the volley by Hillier. He scored twice this season. Couldn't snag his third there. Triple change for Preston. Leighton Brooks makes way. So does Noel Bernarda. And the entire front three will be coming off. Lazarevsky, Cianci and Albano on. Bernarda, Brooks and Zinni off.
All those changes occur. Hopefully Cannons have got one back. That derby against South Melbourne in the 86th minute. Time still there for the Cannons to maybe rescue a point.
Well, we could be set for a grandstand finish at Jack Edwards. We could be set for a grandstand finish here if this Bentleigh resurgence is anything to go by. Preston's fresh legs up top put the game to bed. Been the better side for most of the night. Romanovsky showed some of the ball to Matthews and then whipped it away. Hillier winning the duel with Lazarevsky. Kubelay's header. Now Bryce. As Kokuro applying the pressure. Matthews takes it quickly. That looked like a hand from Yuto Kokuro. Officials agreed. Quickly taken free kick. Tavia. Spot Albano, who was in space on the near side.
Gian Albano, the man who sent Preston Lions into the Doherty Cup final against the goal against North Sunshine Eagles. And Lewis reserve. Getting his chance to get himself on the score sheet or make the impact that Preston need right now, Josh. They are on the back foot. Feels like they've been in the last 10 minutes.
Just left the door ajar for Bentleigh in this game. Felt if they scored a second, the game would be over and done with in the first half. Instead, Bentleigh still believe. Tavia, what a run this is. Might pull the trigger himself. Still Luca Tavia, too many green shirts around him. Fed out to Albano to cross. Hillier with the header away. Well positioned was the Bentleigh captain. Albano, Kokuro. Bryce. And Bryce had to take one for the team there. Petrados was away. Bryce not complaining about that one. Ollie Kubalay had a few words for Lockie Keevers, but I don't think the Preston centre half had any complaints really. He knew what he was doing.
Doing his best to win the challenge there. So now back in position. Mara. To the spell. Now the Greens can sniff something here. Just stays in play. It's great work. Suto. Nice. Polino. Suto looking for it central. Goes to Kubalay instead. Kubalay goes wide to Moski. Albano got a little bit of contact. Kamara skipped past Albano, then gave it away, gets it back again, bobbles in midfield. Still working hard, Kamara. Seems he's just gone one way and then turned it over again. Albano now. Albano can maybe seal it here for the Preston Lions. Albano off the bench. Can he get his shot away? He can't. Felt like he had ample opportunities just to let one rip.
Oh, roll one to the runners on his left. Just got caught in two minds there, John Albano. A golden chance, but it doesn't even end in a shot for Preston. Now Michael Suski will be summoned for the Greens by the looks of things. So a forward option on the park for Adam Piddick's side. That's a superb touch from Tavia. Albano with his left, and it's an unconvincing delivery to the danger zone. Now Romanovsky will be the latest in Lockie Keever's pocketbook. The booming voice of Sasha Ognanovsky. Not happy with what he perceived as an inconsistency.
First time I've seen him get off his chair tonight, showing a bit of emotion.
Work, Lesnar, work, Lesnar! Don't foul! Oh! Yes, charge!
Bentleigh Greens starting to get under the skin a little bit on the Preston Lions.
Yeah, frustration building, pressure building for Preston. They've made hard work of this in some ways.
Did make a cheeky prediction to say to you, maybe an edgy 1-0 here at the moment. I know we're still about 14 or 13 minutes left of normal time, but
they could be on the money.
Yeah.
Chianchi throws a step over, whips it in, and straight to Andrew Withers, who wastes no time in booming one upfield for Dovison. Romanovsky has to be careful on that card. He'll cough up a throw. Now Bentleigh will make a change. The American Michael Suski, who replaces Campbell Dovison. I'm surprised they're bringing Dovison off. I would have thought throw an extra number up there, but it's a straight swap in attack. Nevertheless, the man who's joined in the window from Melbourne Knights will get his opportunity to impact this game. Matthews. Trados couldn't keep his feet. Scott. How's your touch, Adam Piddick? Not too bad. The gleaming white trainers on for a reason. Kamara knocks one upfield. Rice's header falls straight to Boldea. Nicolaitis threads it through Kokuro. And now Petrados fainting infield and unleashing a miss-hit. Scuffed strike, which is no real trouble for Ryan Scott to repel. This is Albano. Dominos for Bentleigh for a moment there. Albano can't find the killer ball. He's had a rough trot since he's come on, John Albano.
Preston just needs to organise and just try and keep possession here. Take the skin, the moments out of this game at the moment. They have the ball. They don't have to just go and score another one. You're leading 1-0. That's going to work out well for them now. They can just take a bit off the clock. Just set up and...
Tense moments here for the Preston Lions. Tense moments for Bentleigh as well. They know the window is open here for them to snag at least a point which will be priceless in their battle against the drop. Scott won't be able to pick that one up. It's a back pass for Romanovsky. Kamara attacking it, and goal kick. It's a confidence team, Preston. You can tell when they've got their tails up in command, and you can tell when they're feeling the pinch. Bentleigh have to take some credit for wrestling back a bit of territory in this one after they looked really nowhere in the first half, at least for the first half hour. Distinctly second best, but they've stayed in it. We're starting to see the best of Bentleigh now. Nicolaides took a deflection on the cross. Bryce. Lazarevsky, can he keep it? Oh, the scream from the Preston bench was keep the ball. Couldn't do it. Matthews, Kokuro. Monkey Kiva's having to get out of the way. Kokuro.
Half and half, Jay.
Boffy. Killia. Switch in the direction of Petrados. He's got support in Kamara. Kamara can whip one in. Decent right boot on him for a central defender. Matthews. Suto. Couldn't quite nip in and win it. Killia. Matthews stretching and couldn't win it. Kubalay. Oh, superb from Ollie Kubalay. Albano. Showed too much of it to Kamara. Well, usually when you had a central defender isolated with a winger in a 1v1 drill, you'd think the winger's going to race away with his pace here, but Calvin Kamara is a different proposition entirely. He has got serious straight line speed for a player of his stature and in his position. Been excellent tonight. Kamara up and down, marauding runs. Now Petrados hasn't scored, but he wants one tonight, I'm sure. So he makes a run. Tackle had to be certain. Zanuski, who was on a yellow, had to win that challenge. Looked a risky one when he went in for it. Romanovsky. Preston take the sting out of this one. Just regain a foothold, an extended spell of possession. Josh, this makes me feel like this game they played back in April a little bit, doesn't it? It feels like it. They had control of that one, and Bentleigh found a way to equalise late. No reason to believe here. Albano offside. You can hear the point that Preston's head coach is making to John Albano. You can see all the way across the line. Why are you offside in that situation? It's a coach killer, that one.
Some coaches don't even tell you. Let's be honest, Josh. They'll give you a look if you're lucky.
Come on. Nail-biting finish on a freezing night at Jenna Steele Stadium. Now Sam Grella, long-time Bentleigh junior, will get his chance to influence proceedings. So too will Cordeng. It's all about pressure and legs for Bentleigh. Mackie Petrados. Serious work rate from your star attacker. Press all the way across the park there. Well, there's no question whether Bentleigh go down or not. Adam Piddock has made a positive impact on this squad. Only a few short weeks. Matthews. It's the in-demand free agent coach after his departure from Dandy Thunder, which was, I would argue, circumstances beyond his control. Ryan Scott looks to have lost his captain's armband. Believer in omens, that can't be a positive one.
Hasn't bothered to put it back on either.
He's got more important things to do. Romanovsky riding one challenge. Carrying it into traffic. It's going to be a Preston ball off Matthews. And a triple Bentleigh change. Aidan Von Essen with a third man that we haven't yet mentioned. Matthews withdrawn. Boffey will come off, and Boldea. So a new look Bentleigh with full complement of substitutions now unleashed.
They know they have to throw the kitchen sink. Maybe a bit more than that too. They only do have 4 minutes of normal time. Sevilla turned it over though. Bentleigh sniff an opportunity to get something from this game. Could be right here, right now. Just forced to go wide. Touch for Deng. Can Cor Deng do here? Sends it towards the near post. He's cleared out. Bryce was first to it. Preston all behind the ball. And a chance here for Petrados. Can he? And he can't. What a save by the skipper, Brian Scott. Well, if you are a young, inspiring goalkeeper, you take a lot from that.
It's an astonishing save. When Preston needed him most, Ryan Scott stood tall against Bentleigh's leading marksman. There's a collision in the box and a header just wide after the whistle had already gone. Lazarevsky and Hillier, the two players involved. Contact was before the corner had been delivered, so we're not under FIFA World Cup rules. You can't give a penalty for that.
Just hearing the murmurs downstairs. 3 minutes of that a time, potentially. That's what I'm hearing.
Low delivery this time. Hillier. Nicolaides gets the better of Ali. Foligno flicks it away. Tavia only as far as Mel's. Well, it was an unsure pass, and Tavia has options in support. Oh, and the ball from Lazarevsky just bisected two of his teammates. Preston looked away and clear on the counter-attack there, but they couldn't muster up a shooting chance. Could have been through on Andrew Withers' goal, but they didn't have the composure.
Keep your shape, Rossi, keep your shape.
Well, it's not as if Preston haven't had opportunities to ice this game. Now they're clinging on. Hit with the league's best defence, tasked with that job. An astonishing stop from Ryan Scott. Marky Petrados, a finisher of his lethal calibre, will be kicking himself, but the captain's armband might have flown off his arm. Ryan Scott proved what a leader he is, leading by example on that occasion.
Settle, Bryce, tell him to settle.
Guess the bad omen didn't carry over that way.
Turns out it's just an armband. Doesn't matter. Such a superb stop. That looked like Bentleigh's moment. 1 minute of regulation to play, plus we're hearing 3 minutes of stoppage time. Preston, of course, don't have the 12th man in the stands to help them over the line this week. Nor will they next week against Green Gully.
Kamara just shifting over to the left-hand side. You have Cording playing on the near side. He's opening it up here. Greens throwing everything on, though Preston still finding a response to keep it out. It's opened up here. Chance for Petrados. Had one earlier. We do have the 3 minutes, and that one's come in, and there's a touch on. It was Grella there, just unable to bring the ball down.
Well, Michael Siski is telling him he should have left it. It wasn't really to know. It all happened too quickly. You must remember, this is Preston's 3rd game in 6 days, so perhaps it's not surprising that they're flagged late in this contest.
Yeah, those early chances that were not punished. Hayden Brooks knows probably could have iced this game off earlier, but credit to Bentleigh Greens. Not just making up the numbers this evening, really pushing Preston all the way to the final whistle. Round 22 of the Senol NPL Victoria. It's coming down to the wire, this one. Can Preston ice it? Are they just going to try and run the clock down to the final seconds? Suto trying to pinch it in. Seen much of Jamal Ali in the second half, though. Does well to keep the ball. Still Jamal Ali. This is a wonder run from Ali. He left it for Suto, who just couldn't work out his feet.
Keep working him, Gemma.
Kamara heads out. Preston still have it. It's just cleared out in the end. Polino let that one go out for a throwing moment there for Suto.
Got 90 seconds on the watch. Preston opting not to keep it in the corner there, opting to go for goal, but after that incredible run from Jamal Ali, Suto couldn't keep his feet.
Otherwise we'll play fucking 110 minutes. If he does that
Ali, long and up the line. Suto, barged off it, legally so. Von Essen. Tavia, beaten by the spin on the ball. Kubalay, back to Tavia. Adam Piddick has both arms aloft. He thinks that was a handball. Romanovsky with the bomb forward. Tavia could go straight for glory here. What a tackle from Hillier. The captain's challenge. Romanovsky under the pump. Bryce with the coolest, calmest head on the pitch. Tavia will stride forward. Preston still committing numbers here. It's Jamal Ali. Ali to the byline. Kamara gets a touch. Preston corner. And that might just about do it.
Gemma, keep it there.
Oh, it's a pretty clear instruction. Tavia is not in any hurry to take this, as you might expect. Taking shorts.
Lucky, that's
The familiar scrum in the corner flag. Another corner.
Go again, let's go now.
Ollie, that's time, bro.
Played 3.5 minutes of stoppage time. Of course, it's a minimum. Referee can add on however much time he sees fits. Bentleigh being ordered back the required distance.
Looks like they're setting up for a scrum, Josh.
Line out. There's no more time for Bentleigh. Preston have edged their way over the line, and your pre-match prediction, Alex, has proved spot on. Another clean sheet for the Preston Lions. That's 7 clean sheets in their last 10 games in all competitions. Of course, unbeaten in all of them. 9 wins from 10. Preston are hitting form at the right time of the season. A solitary goal from the new signing, Zach Lisolaski. A long-range bomb from the left back from outside the box proves the difference. Preston had more than enough chances to make the margin more comfortable, but Bentleigh came roaring back in the second half, especially that last 20 minutes or so. Adam Piddick's side can take a lot of heart from their second half performance. The grit they showed, Preston flagging after 3 games in 6 days, I should say. But in the end, they had enough to crawl over the line for a much-needed 3 points in this finals race. The final score in Reservoir is Preston Lions 1, Bentleigh Greens 0. Alex, your final thoughts on what's been a nail-biter of a finish here?
Yeah, it was well credit to the Bentleigh Greens. I thought Kamara ran his heart out tonight. He was really getting in the end of chances that Preston probably could have sealed it, but had to be Ryan Scott. Had to have the last say to make a save off Petratos. He thought he had got another one this season for Bentleigh Greens, and really that was their moment. But Preston, they managed to find a way out, as they've done for 10 straight undefeated weeks, I suppose, but they just keep crawling their way back towards the top.
Well, this defence is nigh on impenetrable at the moment. They've only conceded 16 goals this season in the league, and opposition teams can't find a way through. Their chances are few and far between. When they get their big moment, as Maki Petratos did, it was exactly the right play you wanted for Bentleigh in that position, but Ryan Scott proved too tough an opponent, and Preston's captain came up big time to earn his side the 3 points. We'll sign off here in Senol, round 22 in NPL Victoria this season. Behind closed doors tonight, but the Preston fans watching on at home will be over the moon with that one. The final score at Jenna Steele Stadium is Preston Lions 1, Bentleigh Greens 0.